what happens after a student clears CMA, how the student gets shortlisted by the companies, and what actually companies look for. Campus form, can you just elaborate about what is campus form?
From last two attempts, they are looking more for female resources to increase their female manpower for
What role your internship plays? Means, can you tell me the highest package that a student got in last few years?
the highest package.
Everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you on my channel. Hi, I am CMA Neha Shah and बहुत दिनों बाद मैं वीडियो बना रही हूँ. This video will be about the CMA campus placement. जितने भी doubts है CMA campus placement के regarding students को, we have jotted down all those points. And for clearing those doubts, we are having CMA Rohan Sharma with us. Rohan is a qualified CMA. He cleared his CMA in 2018. Right now, he is the founder of Career Success Launchpad, and he has mentored thousands of students and helped them getting their dream job. He is an active participant in Institute, Cost Accountant Institute. We want to welcome Rohan on our channel. Hi, Rohan. How are you?
Yeah, thanks for inviting me, and thanks for such a wonderful welcome.
So, without any further delay, we should get into the topic. So, Rohan, the first question what many of the students ask us is about what happens after a student clears CMA.
When you completed your CMA final exam, I will not start with after result, because after your exam you have almost 1.5 months to 2 months, right? And most of the students, they wasted their time just waiting for their result, right? Or they enjoyed while watching movies, going on a trip. But I will suggest you, once you appeared for the exam, till your result you have almost 1.5 months, and from your result for your campus maximum you have 30 to 40 days. So within that short span of time of 30 to 40 days, you can't revise all the concept from your foundation to final. So you should start your preparation just after your exam. In my last batch, more than 100 students, they joined me just after the exam. And even all India rank 1, All India rank 4, they also joined just after exam, right? Under my mentorship, and they started preparation. So once your result will out, you will get all the idea what is campus, what is off campus, how you should approach the companies. Because as you know, right now we have limited opportunities in the market, right? And if we will not grab the opportunity at the right time, then definitely later time it may possible you will not get the opportunity, or the opportunity which you will get, it is not at par which you are looking for, right? So you should start your preparation just after your exam for your interviews.
True, very true. I also agree to the point because sometime it happens like students are confused whether they get passed or not. But keeping all the confusions aside, we should start doing what our inner self says to us, because after examination, we somewhere have the idea whether we'll pass or not. So if you are confident enough and even 50% confident that you're gonna pass, then definitely you should start your grooming session for sitting on the campus placement if you really want to work somewhere. So second question, what other students ask, like how the student gets shortlisted by the companies and what actually companies look for.
Great, nice question. So once a student they fill the campus form, like as you know, while filling the campus form, we have to add all our basic details along with our academic and professional qualification, right? So
One question, campus form, can you just elaborate about what is campus form?
yeah, campus form is once you will get your result. So at the bottom side of your result, you will get option to fill your campus form.
Hmm.
So every student who want to participate in campus form, they have to fill that form. As well, they have to pay 6,000 rupees. Earlier, the amount was 4,000, but from last two attempts, the amount increased from 4,000 to 6,000 rupees. So you have to pay 6,000 rupees. And in campus form, you have to fill all your details. Apart from details, you have to add your academic plus professional qualification. How many attempts have you taken to complete your CMA qualification? Along with this, about your experience, all of this information you have to submit in campus form. So once you fill the campus form, this all the data will received by the CMA Institute, and CMA Institute will pass all this information to all the companies who are going to come in CMA campus placement. So based on these details, companies will shortlist you. Now it's all up to company. They will set their own criteria for shortlisting. Maybe they want to hire only like first attempt students, they can hire. If they want to only hire like experienced candidate, or maybe in few of the companies, especially in Tata Group, I saw from last two attempts, they are looking more for female resources to increase their female manpower for the organization, right? So it's all up to the company what criteria they want to set, they can set, and based on that they will shortlist it and they will select the candidates.
So you mean it's only the companies who shortlist the candidates, not the CMA Institute, right?
Right. So CMN should just play the role between companies and student, like a bridge. So
Mediator.
yeah.
Another question that most of the student ask, uh, talking about the company's perspective, why do some students get many shortlistings but few of them like doesn't get any? So how they check this, how they keep a
So
check on
once once is companies receive your data related to
it?
your academic to professionals about your experience, so they evaluate all the sections like about your 10th and 12th, how many marks you have achieved during your academic, maybe more than 60% or less than 60%. Same like suppose someone completed their graduation as well, so then for graduation as well they will check your marks, plus your internship. Few of the students they do their internship from PSUs, and most of the students they do their internship from like either private companies or private sector companies, and maybe CMA firm or CA firm. So based on all these criteria, companies will shortlist. And right now, as you know, from last two attempts, more than 2,000 students are qualifying their CMA final exams, right? So the competition is very much high. That's why less number of candidates they are getting shortlisting, and only those students they have good academic, like more than 80% in their academic plus good marks in CMA, and who cracked like CMA exams in first attempt, they are getting more shortlisting. So this number of shortlisting, number of companies is depend on your marks, your experience, and the skills which you have mentioned at the time of filling campus form. It's totally depend on it.
Okay, you mean that students should be very much cautious about every particular things what is being asked in the campus placement form. Like they
Correct.
should, yeah, they should fill it vigilantly,
Right, right.
without taking it for granted, because that will make create the base for getting them shortlisted by different companies.
Yeah, it is same like your campus
Hmm.
form is same like your answer sheet for the exam, right? In your exam, the copy checker, they don't know who you are, right? They are giving you numbers based on the answers which you have written on the answer sheet. So it is same for the campus shortlisting.
Correct, correct. I also agree to the fact that lots of companies look for, because being a fresher, they don't expect what I have experienced. Just sharing one simple experience, like
Yeah, yeah.
what I have experienced, like being a fresher, company don't expect much experience to have. Like they don't expect student to have a lot of experience, because they also consider this fact that they are being freshly passed out students, so they will have a basic idea about things. So few things that matter is what you are writing in your campus placement form, about your hobbies, about your communications, about your academics. This will create the base of you getting selected by different companies. So apart from this, the another question that students ask, many students think Institute of a Cost Accountants will help them to get a job. I mean, what is the reality check for them? Whether CMA, I mean, institute actually helps students to get placed, or it's a myth. Not talking about the placement, like the in the placement training, it is actually visible that companies come for the placement and student get the placement. But apart from that, out of the campus, of course.
Yeah, if I talk about from the institute point of view, so first of all, they conducted 12 days orientation training where
Hmm.
they try to give all the conceptual knowledge from the industry point of view, plus all the etiquettes, manners which are important from the interview point of view. Apart from this, CMA Institute right now conducting multiple phases of the campus, your main regional campus placement. Apart from this, now there's chapters are also conducting campus placement, but at the end, CMN should already told in bold words they are not providing guaranteed placement. So it's all up to your luck and chance how many opportunity will you get for the interview in the campus placement. So that's why you should focus on both campus and off-campus opportunities, because once you completed your CMA qualification, you have multiple opportunity. I saw many students they got a job in off campus, even more than 10 LP offers in off campus, so everything can possible. But yeah, from the institute point of view, they are trying their best, but it's all up to your luck, your chance, your number of attempts, your marks, so everything all up to you.
Okay.
And
So another question I want to ask you: how do companies get their interviews date and time during the campus placement? And how long this campus placement goes? Like, just give a brief about this.
okay. So once you fill the campus form, thereafter they will conduct orientation. After orientation, CMA ensured Central Council they decide about the campus dates for different location, like for EIRC Kolkata, for WIRC Mumbai, for NIRC Delhi, and for SIRC Chennai. For all these four locations, they decide the initial dates of campus, and in general, campus conduct for 3 days: day one, day two, and day three. Day three is open campus. Day one, day two, like most of the PSUs and MNC will come on day one and day two. Those are already coming from last few years. Those company will come on day one and day two. But if I talk about overall campus placement, because if I talk about for this batch, so there was extended campus was also there for different chapters, and that's why campus took almost 2 months, 2.5 months, right? If I talk about for all the four regions including their chapters as well. So that's why I always suggest to, because if you go and check ground reality, so most of the students they appear their exam in June, right? And from June to till we are in the month of December, right? Still in the month of November campus was conducted. So you can understand how many months you just wasted just waiting for campus and better opportunity, right? So
Correct,
you
correct.
should look for off campus as well, and in campus average package most of the students get between 9 to 11 LPA. Even in off campus also you can get. So instead of wasting your 4 to 5 months, you can try by your own as well.
Okay.
I got your point. I'm
In
I'm
a
going to
year, in
that
a
point.
year, how many times campus placement takes place? It's just simple.
No, no. Only for one batch. Like
Hmm.
suppose for June attempt, whoever
Hmm.
qualified in June,
Hmm.
the campus will continue till in the month of December, because in December we have exam, right? So
Okay.
first they have regional campus, thereafter chapter campus is there. Earlier there was no any chapter campus concept was there.
Correct.
Only summer campus, winter campus was there, right?
Hmm.
After
Correct.
main campus. But right
Hmm.
now they introduced the concept of chapter campus for the SIRC. So after Chennai campus in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Vijayawada, these chapters are also conducting campus.
Hmm.
In NIRC after Delhi campus, Jaipur is conducting campus. In EIRC after Kolkata, Bhubaneswar is also there where we have campus placements. So in that way, right now campus is working. In WRC after Mumbai campus, we have Ahmedabad campus, then Pune campus. So like this way, campus is happening.
How does student get the information about this?
So in should release all the notifications on the campus placement site, where
Hmm.
students will get all the update related to when which campus will happen, and even they are getting mails from the institute, calls, you are shortlisted in this company, your interview is scheduled at that day. But here there is some challenges as well. Like I saw a few of the students like they are from the Kolkata and they got shortlisting from Pune campus just one day before. right? So it is very difficult for them to manage the transportation.
Correct, correct. Earlier, what I have experienced, like while filling the campus form, we used to given options to tick where I have to take my OT, I mean the training, and where I
Correct,
will be sitting for my interviews. So
correct.
yeah, so is the same scenario continues, or there is some different thing that has
There is some difference because earlier all the campus was organized by regional level. Like regional level means
correct.
suppose you selected your orientation location in Kolkata and your
Hmm.
campus location in Delhi. So
Hmm.
whatever companies will come in Delhi, by default you are shortlisted in those companies, or like
Hmm.
those companies they have your data. But nowadays what happening, so you selected your orientation location, you selected your campus location, but
Yes.
this campus location is valid for the main campus, okay? But
Okay.
when chapter campus will happen, you have again opportunity to fill that campus form. Few of the chapters they will share you the
Okay.
Google form link, so fill the form if you want to appear for the campus. Even in few of the chapter you have to pay some extra amount like 500 rupees or 1000.
Hmm.
They want to take this small amount for managing all the accommodations for the campus conduct. So like this way they are charging some extra amount. If you want to participate, you can participate.
Okay, means now students are having ample of opportunity which is provided by institute, so that student most of the student get the placements by hook
Yeah,
and by
institute they are
crook.
trying their best for most of the location. At
Hmm.
least the students they will get their opportunity. Correct.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Rohan. This was a very important information that you have shared with us. Another important query, which many of the students have asked, like if two companies select the same student on the same day, how is the final selection being decided, and what rule applies to it?
So actually, in the same slot, when two company will select you, you have opportunity to choose one company, but on the spot. It is not like that you will go at your home and then you will decide check after checking all the company information. So you have to decide immediately in which
Hmm.
company you want to go. And it happened multiple time. I saw with many of the students. So you should be ready. If two company will select you at the same time, then which company will choose? And there are the some other criteria also there. Suppose you already completed your first company interview and you are in the next company interview, and first company
Hmm.
declared the result and
Correct.
first company like already selected you,
Hmm.
then second company will not further continue your interview, or interview will stop at the same time.
This actually happened in my campus. So
Yeah.
I was about to point out the same thing. Now you have rightly answered. So apart from this, like the another question that students ask, why do companies reject some of the students even after taking their interviews? Yes.
Yeah, actually, if I talk about the selection after interview, so here there are the multiple things are there. So like if I talk about from the PSU point of view first. So
Hmm.
in PSU, after taking interview, even in last campus, I saw that where multiple rank holders was there. PSU
Hmm.
took almost 30 minutes, 40 minutes interview, and
Hmm.
thereafter they told you should wait outside. We will give you the final announcement. So what will happen in that case in PSU, we have a multiple government restrictions as well, like based on reservation, like
Correct.
various category, EWS, general, like these all the
SCST.
things are SC, ST, OBC, all these things are also there. Apart from this, even I saw in last attempt, like even if even they want to select to general candidate, but few of the PSU they also give preference to female candidates. They want to hire
Correct.
because right now I saw many of the PSUs, MNC, private sector companies, they want to add more female manpower. That's why they are adding more female resources in their like company. So that's why even someone achieve all India rank 1, 2, still they are on hold because companies want to hire someone else. So this can be first reason based on this all the criteria. Second thing, even you perform very good in the interview, but sometime there is some dilemma. Like maybe you ask some small question related to location or something. So they feel like that you are confused or you are not clear about your future in this company. So that's why they put your profile on hold. I
Can
saw
you
in
just
ITC interview.
about this? Can you clarify more, like about the location? If you
Hmm.
can't, then I'll, because I am working in a PSU that I can clarify in a better way.
Yeah, in ITC interview, one of the candidates, she just asked about in the job description they have mentioned about Bangalore will be joining location. So
Hmm.
she just want to confirm Bangalore will be our joining location. That's why they put it their profile on hold because she discussed about the Bangalore. So they think like that your mindset is fixed for the Bangalore, so it may possible you will not comfortable for some other location.
Okay, okay. In PSU, they give you pan India posting. So they
Hmm.
always want everyone to be okay with all of the postings wherever they'll be thrown.
Hmm. Correct.
So not thrown, rather posted. So this is, of course, all the students should have this clarity, whoever going to sit for the campus, that they can be posted anywhere if they actually want to work without thinking or without having the soft corner from the place they are belonging actually. So
Correct.
इसके अलावा जैसे वी टॉक्ड अबाउट द पीएसयू, तो
Hmm.
एक चीज मैं बताना चाहूंगी ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स, एक कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट होता है, मीन्स कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट, मेनी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स मस्ट बी अवेयर अबाउट दैट। अगर किसी ने नहीं बनाया तो आई एम गिविंग द डिस्क्लेमर, अगर आपके पास आप जनरल कैटेगरी के हो देन यू डोंट नीड एनी कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट। अगर आप जनरल कैटेगरी के अलावा कुछ भी ईडब्ल्यू एस हो, ओबीसी हो, एससी हो, एसटी हो, तो ऑफ कोर्स बिफोर सिटिंग फॉर द कैंपस आप प्लीज अपने सारे सर्टिफिकेट्स को रिन्यू करवा के रखें। बिकॉज जब आप कैंपस पे बैठते हो तो आपको ये सारे सर्टिफिकेट्स देने होते हैं पीएसयूज के लिए स्पेशली, क्योंकि पीएसयू हैव देयर क्राइटेरिया। उनके पास कुछ क्राइटेरियाज होते हैं कि उनको 50% जनरल के लेने हैं, 10% ईडब्ल्यू एस के लेने हैं, ओबीसी के लेने हैं। तो वो उस क्राइटेरिया की बेसिस पे ही सिलेक्शन करते हैं, आप कितने भी अच्छे हो। अ,
Hmm.
उससे कम फर्क पड़ता है क्योंकि उनको अपना क्राइटेरिया मीट करना होता है। सो
Hmm.
दैट्स इम्पॉर्टेंट बिफोर सिटिंग फॉर द कैंपस, इंश्योर कि आपके कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट्स या आपके ईडब्ल्यू एस सर्टिफिकेट्स अपडेटेड हो और आप वो इंस्टीट्यूट को ड्यूली सबमिट करें, सो दैट दे प्रोवाइडेड टू योर एम्प्लॉयर, डेफिनेटली पीएसयू और गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयर, जो आपको ऑफ कोर्स बहुत हेल्प करेगा टू गेट योर जॉब। इसके अलावा क्वेश्चन इज लाइक व्हाट रोल योर इंटर्नशिप प्लेज, लाइक अगर आपने इंटर्नशिप एक फर्म में करी है या फिर अगर आपने if you have completed your internship from a PSU, what exactly it plays a role in during the campus placement?
Yeah, definitely. Intrinsic is again most important thing. Why? Because even in last attempt, what I saw, especially like for NBCC, those students who completed their internship, especially from PSUs, they got shortlisting in NBCC within last two attempts. Even they took attempts right in their CMA inter or final level. So some of the company they fixed their criteria based on their internship as well, and
Hmm.
especially if I talk about on day three companies as well, or when they are coming, when you have exposure from PSU, apart from PSU in private sector companies, any MNCs you can take for the example. So companies they are thinking you worked in this already private sector or public sector undertaking, so you know about all the etiquettes, manners, departments of the company, how business run. So there is very higher chance in these cases. But if you have worked in any firm like CMA firm or CA firm, then again it's fine, subject to you got good exposure in those organizations. Because for firms they are looking for good exposure. For companies they are looking if you have worked in good company where you worked on SAP environment, where you have worked with like either corporate division, you have worked on the completing the financial statement. So these things are very good
Violation
for the
division.
resume. Yeah, for initial resume, and there is very higher chance they will select you based on these areas of
Correct,
work.
correct. True, true, very true, very true. As I earlier mentioned that they don't expect you to have lots of knowledge. recently completed your examination, the bookish knowledge you must have, but the etiquettes or culture that you should learn about while working in any corporate, that should be known to a student, and that can be only known if you have completed your internship. Internship can be done by anywhere, but the main motto of doing internship should be learning, not
Correct.
escaping from the work, of course, because anything you are doing at your internship will always teach you something, and that will directly or indirectly help you during your during your placement. So what is the biggest misunderstanding that many of the students have about the campus placement?
So most of the student they think about they have already degrees, so they will get job easily, even in campus. And even the second myth which I know, even those students who took multiple attempts, they think about they will not get any chance in campus. Okay, both are not correct. Even you have completed your entire exam in the first attempt, it may possible you will not get single shortlisting, or even you completed your CMA exams in multiple attempts, it may possible you will get shortlisting and you will select in PSU as well. Because campus is all about what I understand. Like luck factor is also important in campus placement for your shortlisting. I remember that in June 2024 batch, few of the students they took multiple attempts, even they got job in internal corporation after 4 to 5 attempts in their CMA final. Even she never expected they will get shortlisting, and just 2 days before the interview, they got email from IOCL, you are shortlisted in our organization for the interview, and they will start preparing for the interview. So it's all about luck as well. It may possible on last moment you will get shortlisting from one big company and you have to appear for the interview. So I will always suggest you don't focus on what will happen later. You should focus on preparation part. So even you have one opportunity in campus, you should be the best candidate in that interview. And if company want to have one candidate, you should be that one candidate in the interview. So you should prepare yourself accordingly.
Correct, very correct. Because you never know when the opportunity will come, so you should always be
Be
ready
ready.
to face any of the challenges which comes in front of you. Okay, so like what I remember earlier, there were thousands of students who usually passes out after CMA.
Correct.
Now
Hmm.
the number goes double. So what is the situation now, as you are every day you are dealing with the students, you are making them prepared for the campus placement. So what is the current scenario?
I consider like the way number of students increased within last 2 attempts, but companies did not increase in the same direction. Like earlier, those companies they were coming campus with like 5 vacancy. Still, they are coming with the same five number of vacancy. So the competition is very much like I told you in like June 2024 batch with 5 attempts, someone get selected in IOCL. But in current situation, someone even first attempt with 60% marks, still they are not getting shortlisting from the big companies. So that's why situation is little bit critical for all the students who are coming in campus placement. So you should be ready and you should start preparing from day one just after your exam if you are really looking for the better opportunity for your future. Because if yeah over the time it may possible from last 2 attempts number of students increase, it may possible in upcoming batch number of companies will also increase. I'm not sure about it, but if companies will increase then situation will better, then we can see more hirings. But I'm looking for at least 30% placement in campus. Let's see what will happen in upcoming future.
Okay. Okay, Rohan. Means can you tell me the highest package that a student got in last few years?
Yeah, highest package definitely it was 36 LPA in last attempt. It was the all-time highest package in Trident group. I think almost 7 to 10 students. I did not recognize exact numbers. 7 to 10 student range from Delhi, including Kolkata. Like Trident group, they selected and they got 36 LPA. CTC was there. I don't know exactly in hand package and
Yes.
about all the facilities what
First,
they are
please
offering.
give a
Hmm.
brief about the difference between CTC, because students get confused about this. Like CTC. Like CTC
Mhm.
stands for cost to company. Like
Correct,
if they
correct,
are hiring you, what cost they are going to bear for hiring you. So this is what
correct.
CTC stands for. So now you brief about this because we both have worked. So you just give
Yeah.
few points, I'll give few points.
CTC is like, suppose if company is offering you 10 lakh CTC. CTC means, this is like Neha has told about its cost to company, in which there are the various breakup of CTC, like fixed pay, variable pay. In case of PSUs, we have other benefits also, like they are providing you house or maybe telephone expenses. Apart from this, like car facility, many facilities PSUs are providing. So that's why in case of PSU, our CTC is very much high because they are providing all the facilities. So in hand salary is little bit low as compared to CTC,
Hmm,
right?
correct.
If I talk about in private company, our CTC is low, like maybe even 10 LPA they are offering. So in CTC, only variable part will there. Rest all will be fixed. Variable part, maybe you will get complete, or maybe you will get like half of your variable, because variable is all about your bonus part. So
Hmm,
most of the company, they offer like between 0% to 20% range of the variable pay. And variable pay is calculating on your fixed pay. Like your fixed pay is 8 LPA. So 8 LPA into 10%, 80,000. 80,000 you will get as a variable pay,
hmm,
maybe on annual basis of
hmm,
or half yearly basis, quarterly basis, based on the company policy.
correct.
But in PSUs, we have various facility. So that's why they are providing you all the facility, including medical, including housing, including like
Medical is
car
being provided
facilities,
by
travel
privates
facilities.
and
Hmm.
non-governments also. Medical is being provided.
Medical insurance they are providing, but they are not providing like, if I talk about, I don't know about PSU currently, but like in army, my father, he has medical card. So
Hmm.
whatever amount of expenditure it will happen, like everything will paid by the government.
Hmm. No, it's not like that. In many of the government organization, they have different rules and
Hmm.
regulations based on the earnings they are getting. So
Yes,
PSU doesn't actually means like ki you'll be getting a lot of facility. It depends upon the fact that in which PSU you are going to get the job. PSU have been categorized into three parts. First is Maharatna, second is Navaratna, and third is Mini Ratna. And every Ratna you have different grades as well.
correct.
So if you are going to work, I mean, if you are going to work in a Maharatna company, then you will be getting lot of benefits. Another thing that I wanna ask you: how can a student plan their CMA journey early so that they can get a job easily once they qualify?
So when students they pursue their CMA course, they should plan at that time. The reason, because you can't develop and work on your English in one day, or maybe will not work on your communication in one day. You can't improve your even technical skills. So you should start preparing from when you cleared your CMA intermediate, because after intermediate you started entering into corporate world in your internship,
Hmm.
and from where you should start working on your communication skills, soft skills, technical skills, because right now we are living in the world of like digital India, right? So where we are not interacting more with humans. So I think over the time we are losing what I can say, losing the skill of talking and building networking with people and all, right? Because we are living in the world of digital. So you should work on these skills. So when you appear in the interview, they feel like that they get a good quality of candidate in the interview room, right? They will impress with your unique selling point. You should build your USP in the interview room. So first thing, work on your soft skill, work on your technical skills. I saw like more than like 80% resumes, most of the students they just write basic knowledge of MS Office. So no one will give you the job based on the basic knowledge, because if I talk about in 2000s, in 90s, most of the people they got their job based on their qualification, right? But in 2025, no one will give you the job just because of your qualification. So you
Correct.
should have
True. Very
right
true.
skills
Very
for
true.
right department.
Very true. I think we have came to the conclusion of this particular topic, CMA campus placement and its myths. This is not related to campus placement, of course, but this is related to CMA qualified students. Like, if no campus placement, if you did not get the job in campus placement, then what?
So I always said you should start preparation early. The reason, if you're going for off campus, like what happened most of the time,
What
student
is
break
off
from
campus?
campus.
Tell
Hmm.
everyone what is off
Hmm.
campus.
Off campus means like in campus, companies will come, they will
Hmm.
shortlist you, they will hire you. In off
Hmm.
campus, you have to choose your destination, like your location. You have option to choose your target company, you have option to choose your target job profile, and
Hmm.
then you will approach accordingly and you will get the job. That's called the off campus. So in off campus, everything in your hand, or I can say everything is your side. In campus, nothing you have, whatever you will get, you have to choose it. That's it. Campus,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
both are totally different world. So
So,
that's called the off campus. So for off campus, you should start approaching understanding your skills, your strength, and based
hmm.
on your skills and your strength, what are the available job profiles in the market which suits your profiles, right? And accordingly, you should approach, check to the company, check to the people who are already working. You can use LinkedIn, build your network, and try to get interview calls, referrals from them for the interviews and all.
Hmm. Got it. Got it. Got it. Means we'll make a detailed video someday how to get job through off campus. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
but
definitely.
but but CMA हो गया मेरा. ठीक है, मेरे को जॉब नहीं करनी. अब मेरे को क्या करना है?
So right now, what I observe in nowadays, earlier we have only two options after qualifying CMA.
Hmm.
After, either you should go for job or either you should go for practice. But
Hmm.
right now we have the third world as well. You can start your own business, you can start your own venture, you can
Hmm.
look for
Correct.
startups because
Hmm.
right now central government is also promoting to the startup
Start.
idea. And here I'm thinking we are lacking with these skills. I saw like various IITians or maybe
Correct.
BTechs or anyone who is from engineering background, they never talk about job. So they
Hmm.
always, once I will complete my degree, I will do this startup, I will launch my own application, right? They always talk about startups, but we know all the things about business and we only want a job, right? So we should also focus on the startup ideas, build some startup idea, go into like a various Shark Tank and get venture capital from there and start your own venture. Then CMA will build, right?
Correct, correct. Means what one another thing I wanna also suggest CAs, if I'll talk about chartered accountants, many of the chartered accountants are also pursuing UPSC. So
Correct.
in yes, so I think is good financial background and their family is supportive. They can allow you to study for 2 to 3 years more. So I think after completing CMA, students should also go for UPSC, like because
Yeah.
this UPSC not state PSC, I would say rather UPSC, of course, because what one thing you are having, that is your degree, that will give you confidence about if you fail in UPSC. If after 2 or 3 attempts, if you fail in UPSC, you have your degree, you can come back to your area and start your job anytime you can do it. But student are not looking for UPSC as their targets after completing CMA, which many of the chartered accountants have already. They are
Hmm.
having a super built up network of chartered accountants and civil services, which CMAs are lacking. And I think that they should think about it. And
Correct.
if you are preparing for UPSC, it's not just that you are only preparing for UPSC. You are preparing for a lot of things, because there are a lot of government examination that comes during your preparation. You can sit for those examination, pass out, and have a job with you. And once you're preparing for UPSC, it gives you enough confidence about doing anything, cracking any examination. And apart from UPSC, there is one, two, three lucrative more jobs are there which you can crack after sitting for examination. One is SEBI, another is of RBI. My husband was also in SEBI, and I know SEBI's job is very lucrative. Among all the PSUs, SEBI's job is very lucrative. Means, but the one thing is that you have to be sure about the fact that you'll be staying in Mumbai only. So
Yeah.
anyone who wants to work in government, that can be only SEBI. What I feel.
Grade A level officer, na? Grade A level officer
Yes,
in
yes,
SEBI.
correct. Means you get ample of money in your pockets, you get ample of facilities from SEBI, and you be a regulator, do anything to regulate companies. So it's very good. Like if you are also CMA students are looking for these avenues after completing their CMAs, not just sticking to any particular PSU or non-government jobs. So I think we should wrap this, Rohan. आई थिंक जो भी ये वीडियोस देखेंगे आई थिंक वो बहुत ज़्यादा बेनिफिशियल होगा उन सभी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए. अगर किसी को कोई भी डाउट हो तो डेफिनेटली रोहन के बायो की डिटेल्स आई विल गिव इन माय डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स. यू कैन डेफिनेटली गो एंड चेक एंड directly communicate with the Rohan. And Rohan is an active participant in institute, so अगर आपकी कोई doubts हो तो he can directly take to the institute competent authority. Thank you, Rohan, for coming in my channel and giving your sharing your experiences with all of us, and
Thanks.
definitely
Thanks
this
for
is
considering me.
benefits.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay, thank you, Rohan. Thank you. Bye.